The word of the day, joy. There's a big difference between joy and happiness. Happiness is great, but it is on the surface because happiness responds to the external things going on around us, where joy is deeper than that. Happiness is temporary, it comes, it goes, where joy can be lasting and not easily be shaken because joy comes from the Lord and it's something that is in us. It's that thing in us that wells up, and when it wells up, it influences the way that we look at the world around us. It influences the way that we interact with other people. It influences our perspective, and it influences the way we read things and take things in because joy comes from the Lord. Here's how it says it in Psalm 16, verse 11. You have made known to me the path of life, and in your presence there is fullness of joy. And at your right hand are pleasures forevermore. What this scripture says is that it's in his presence that there's fullness of joy. And I want to encourage you today to get in God's presence, to read his word, to ask him to show you things in his word, to pray, to share your heart with him, because as you pour your heart out to God, he'll pour his heart into you. Put on a worship song and honor him and just glorify him because he's worthy. As you spend that time with God, he'll plant a joy in you because he'll plant his perspective in you. And he has a perspective of life and hope and provision for your life. And you can receive that perspective from being with him and setting your heart on him. There's just no substitute for time with the Lord. It says in Mark 1:35 that Jesus even set this example for us. It says that very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. I just love that picture of Jesus starting off his days by going and spending time with the Father. Later in Scripture, it would say that Jesus did nothing that he didn't see the Father doing first. And I think that's a beautiful picture. I just want to encourage you, spend some time with the Lord. Be with him and let him plant that joy, that well of joy in you that influences everything. That way, when you're facing a difficult day, when you're facing a stressful day, you can have joy in the midst of whatever's going on because you have the Lord and you've been in his presence. So our song of the day for the word of the day is Only King Forever by Elevation Worship. I want to encourage you to look it up, worship God and honor him, and let him put his joy deep in you. Have a great day.